Aloha from Honolulu, Hawaii. We are here on vacation, September 18th.
Before we dive into our adventure, I just want to give you a quick tour of the beautiful 19th floor condo that served as our home base on Oahu. It had 3 bedrooms, a full kitchen and living room, and 2 balconies overlooking the heart of Waikiki. It gave us an amazing view of the surfers who were out in the water from sunrise to sunset every single day. On our first night, we took a little stroll down to the beach for our first taste of Hawaii, and then we all went to bed early because we were all very tired from a long travel day.
Good morning. It's bright and early, 7:45 a.m. and we are at Diamond Head Park. About to do the hike up this volcano.
I did a vlog.
So stay tuned and we're gonna see how it goes. We're all here. Woo! Everybody's perky, ready to go.
Diamond Head Crater was formed about 300,000 years ago during a volcanic eruption. The crater rim is a 0.8-mile hike, 560 feet up from the crater floor. This is definitely a must-see on Oahu and well worth the hike. It has the most incredible 360-degree views on the island. We went early in the day to beat the heat and the crowds, so we were able to take our time and enjoy the epic scenery in every direction. So we just made it down from the top of Diamond Head. It's a beautiful hike, not too bad. Took just over an hour, and you'll see the footage from up top. Gorgeous. And now we're about to head to North Shore for the rest of the day. When we got to the North Shore, we grabbed lunch at the famous food trucks in Halaiwa and headed on to Papailoa Beach and Sunset Beach as we made our way to the northernmost point on the island at Turtle Beach. Then we came back down the coast and went to Shark's Cove for some incredible afternoon snorkeling, where we were even lucky enough to see a Hawaiian green sea turtle. And then we enjoyed a gorgeous sunset before heading back to Honolulu for the night.
we're starting off with some culture at the Bishop Museum. It's a beautiful day. We're gonna check it out.
Also known as the Hawaii State Museum of Natural and Cultural History, the Bishop Museum houses the world's largest collection of Polynesian artifacts and Royal Hawaiian heirlooms. It was really great to spend some time learning about the culture and history of Hawaii and her people. The rest of the day was spent relaxing around Waikiki and the condo, where we even saw a beautiful double rainbow.
Headed on to the east side of Oahu. Driving up the east coast. Come along!
The scenery along the eastern coast of Oahu is simply stunning. Our first stop was Lanai Lookout, where we walked out on the cliffs. We were blown away by the landscapes around every turn. The mountains, cliffs, beaches, and ocean views were gorgeous.
Here's Sarah. Hi, here's Scott. Hello. There's Mom.
We stopped at Kailua Beach for a quick swim, and then drove up near where Jurassic Park was filmed, soaking up the landscapes all the way, to Kualoa Beach, where we enjoyed the views of Moko'ali'i Island, also called Chinaman's Hat. The next stop was Makapu'u Lookout Point and Makapu'u Beach, where the boys did some boogie boarding and we watched paragliders take off from the cliffs behind the beach and catch thermals until they were high in the sky above us.
I guess there's multiple styles.
Whoa! And he started right there. That's crazy.
In the afternoon, we stopped at Halona Blowhole and watched as the waves came shooting through, and finished our day at the China Walls, where there were tons of people surfing, cliff jumping, and watching the sunset.
Bright and early, and we have made it to Hanauma Bay to do some snorkeling this morning. I think everyone's tired, but we are going to have fun and hope to see some excellent marine life.
Sorry, I thought you meant ready here. Oh, no. I mean, I'll be ready to...
Hanauma Bay Nature Preserve sits inside a volcanic crater and has been a protected marine life area since 1967. You have to pay to enter the park, reservations are required, and they do sell out fast. After a short presentation about reef conservation, we were allowed to start snorkeling, and we were not disappointed. The abundance and variety of life here was amazing and surrounded us the moment we entered the water. We saw multiple species of butterfly fish, tang, surgeonfish, triggerfish, parrotfish, unicorn fish, and so many more, both schooling around us and swimming among the coral. It was truly a spectacular sight.
Definitely the best snorkeling we've had on the island. I would say it tops Shark's Cove. Just the abundance and variety of wildlife was amazing. Big fishes and small fishes. And we had a great time. And now we're gonna leave Oahu and head over to the Big Island for the last 2 days of the trip. Just landed Big Island, Hawaii, in Kona Airport. So we're gonna make our way to our rental car and then head over to the resort and see what that's like.
We could immediately tell that Big Island had a very different vibe from Oahu. It's covered in lava rocks and felt lush with tropical flowers. Our condo in Kona was perfect. It had a huge kitchen and living room with a patio, 2 bedrooms, and even a giant bathtub. This next part was my personal favorite experience of the trip. Nighttime manta ray snorkeling. We got to the marina just after sunset and then took a 20-minute boat ride down the coast to the manta feeding grounds. After a brief introduction, we jumped in.
So right here on the Kona coast is the only place in the world you can do this. It is very rare.
Good morning. It's our first full day on Big Island, and today we are going to head out and traverse, hopefully trying to get around as much of the Big Island as we can, hoping to see Akaka Falls, Black Sand Beach, and definitely spend several hours at Volcano National Park. So here we go. Should be fun.
Friday morning, we started driving clockwise around the island. Beginning in Kona, we made a quick stop at Hapuna Beach and then headed inland. We made it to Waimea, where we stopped for brunch at Hawaiian Style Cafe. The portions were both enormous and delicious. The ecological diversity of Hawaii Island is incredible. You can see 4 of the world's 5 major climate zones in just a couple hours' drive. We drove from sea level to over 4,000 feet elevation, past deep valleys, groves of evergreen trees, cattle ranches and pastures, tropical fruit orchards, and even saw cacti and wild goats living among the lava rocks. Our next stop was Akaka Falls, where we walked the 0.4-mile loop trail. We were immersed deep in a tropical rainforest. It was gorgeous and smelled like wild plumerias and other tropical flowers. And then suddenly we were looking at a 442-foot free-falling waterfall. We then drove all the way down the eastern side of the island to Punalu'u Black Sand Beach. I've never seen a beach like this with true black sand. Not pebbles or rocks, but real sand. It was raw and beautiful, and there were even 2 Hawaiian green sea turtles resting on the beach.
Okay, well, we've made it to Volcano National Park. We're about to go head into the lava tubes. It's dripping on us. Oh. We're walking on Devastation Trail on the way to the lava eruption viewing zone. It's pitch black outside. Hiking back down Devastation Trail. We just saw the volcano eruption and the lava glowing and spitting. It was awesome. Fortunately, it's difficult to get footage of that. You probably aren't able to see anything. It's going to be pitch black for you guys. And now we're walking in this mist, and it's beautiful and glorious evening.
On the final day of our trip, we started the morning with fresh malasadas and donuts from Paradise Bakery, Hawaii. We then went to Pu'uhonua o Honuanua National Historic Park, an ancient Hawaiian site known as a place of refuge for lawbreakers to seek forgiveness. The Hawaiian people still regard this as one of their most sacred sites, as it contains the temple with the remains of their former high chiefs and leaders. A park ranger who was a 9th-generation descendant of the last chief of the island gave us a very informative and passionate presentation about his culture, history, and traditions, and the importance of keeping them alive today. The very last stop on our vacation was next to the park at Two-Step Beach for one final round of snorkeling. We saw some beautiful hard corals and lots of black and yellow tang.
Hawaii has come to an end. We're now at Kona Airport, about to make the epic voyage from Kona to Honolulu to LAX to DFW. We're all tired, had a great time, and have some amazing memories to go along with it. So thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye.